Bracket final against Talon PH for a chance to
Alright
be
guys,
one
welcome
of
back
the
to my channel.
one of the
In
finalists
this
in the tournament. And
time,
they will have to play
we are
for
watching the
multiple
game
coverage
between Team
teams. Now,
MYS
being a lower
versus
bracket
Team
team, this lower
True
bracket team will
Gravity.
have to win 2 best-of-3s to win the
Now this is
tournament.
going to be very
Now,
interesting because
firstly, let's
Team
find out
MYS, which
who
is the
between
Malaysian
Team
team,
MYS and True
is
Gravity
known to be
will
pretty
be playing
aggressive, but they
against
play
Talon
quite neatly.
PH.
Meanwhile, for
Now, there's
Team True Gravity,
everything on the line for these teams right now, and
I would say
Buzzwell is
they
going to be
are
the choice ban
just
here
at
for
this point the
MYS,
best at
and
setting up
Umbreon is going to be the
the
ban
requisite
here
game at
for
this
Team
point.
True Gravity.
So
So MYS wanting to
who is
make sure
going to
that
take
Yamu
this
has
game
a
and who is going
favorable
to take
top
the
lane,
match?
and True
Leave a
Gravity not
comment
wanting to deal
down
with
below.
Umbreon at all.
Alright,
We
so
do foresee
Buzzword
that
and
Umbreon
Umbreon
is
is
going to be one of the
being
top
banned. I have to
laners
say
from one of the
Buzzword played
sides,
by
and
Team True
since it's
Gravity,
going to
which
be
should be
first pick
good.
here coming out from Team MYS,
And
we're
they
not
are
going to allow
back to
that to happen.
Blastoise
But of
and
course, this is top three
Inteleon.
for them to actually grab themselves with Hoopa here as a first pick.
Meanwhile,
Team 2
Team
Gravity
YS
responds
using
back
Hoopa,
with an
Lapras,
Inteleon as well as a Blastoise. Now,
Mew.
Inteleon, Danny, has
Okay.
been one of the
Dragonite
highest
Explorer by
winning
Team True
Pokemons here
Gravity, and
in
then
the
Inteleon and
2029
Blastoise.
ACL
So I
Finals.
guess
Great offensive ability, has amazing
one
mobility
more
at the
would
same time as
be
well. And of
support.
course, you paired her up together
Oh
with a
wow,
Blastoise. It looks
Mimikyu
like
from
Team
Team
Gravity
Wow.
is here
MYS. They are
to
playing
win,
aggressive
as they
here.
are also bringing up that Slowbro together with Dragonite here for this
But Hoopa is
draft
being picked
game
by Team
number
MYS,
one.
so
Team
Team True
MYS,
Gravity
of
should
course,
pick.
Nightmare Foxy, to make it into a win. That's going to be in his hands. And they
I think it
did
will
run
be
this
Clefable
before, the
or
Snorlax and Mimikyu for Team MYS.
And
Blissey,
it looks like
yes.
Blissey is going to be rounding
Alright.
out the draft
It's
here
just
for
either
Team
these two
True
only.
Gravity. So trying to decide whether they
Alright,
wanted that
okay.
Clefable sustain or if they want the Bliss Assist instead. And it looks like Bliss Assist is the priority because there is not a lot of AoE on the side of MYS. There's actually more so Burst. So the Bliss Assist will come in handy in case anyone for True Gravity gets sniped upon by MYS. But we have the drafts finalized for both of these teams. And just looking at what we have here, MYS probably saving the evolutions for much later on. They have put their players on their best Pokemon. Nightmare Foxy going to be playing his signature Mew. And then, of course, HT going to be playing that Mimikyu. Yamu is going to provide support on... Ice will provide support on his Snorlax. And Yamu is going to be that annoying frontline that True Gravity is going to have to deal with. Now, a couple things to note with some of these teams. You're looking at a lot of control on the side of Team True Gravity. You've got a Slowbro and a Blastoise for that team fight control. But at the same time, for MYS, you've got Lapras, who has area control with the Ice Beam and the Lapras Express. And let's not forget Ice's Snorlax. He pulled out that Snorlax and was able to beat Rise with it with those back-to-back stuns.
Oh, yes.
I actually think True Gravity,
Right,
if
the
they
Snorlax
don't
from
pay
Team
attention
MYS
to
is
Ice
actually
in
something
that
to watch out
previous
for.
matchup, they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they see his Snorlax because he is famous for his Snorlax.
That's a funny thing. Like they didn't use this Snorlax card during the regionals, but managed to pull it off here at the ACL final. So
It's an ice special.
Yeah, it's an ice special. I mean, we haven't seen it in a while. It's so nice, so refreshing to see it. Both of them being played out here for day number 2. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, ready to jump straight into the game here. The game has begun. 10 minutes on the clock, and respective team members of Team MYS on the purple side and Team True Gravity on the orange side have taken the places here on the list.
Double invade.
Double invade here coming off our side.
Double invade over here from Team MYS
from the side of Team
Hoopa,
MYS, putting a little bit of pressure here on
from
the
the top
Chansey,
lane
and I
as
believe that
Snorlax
he's going
from
to get taken down here
bottom lane
in the
probably.
hands of Ice's Snorlax.
This is the issue with Dragonite. Dragonite needs to have a very clean central lane because he can very easily get bullied out by a duo such as Hoopa and Snorlax. And because MYS have gone for very independent, very soloable side laners in the Mew and the Lapras, they're free to do this to slow down the progress of that Dragonite and to cause some issues with those rotations. They're basically just following the Dragonair at this point, saying that, okay, wherever you go, will be here as well.
Exactly. Even when the Dragonair actually went straight to the bottom lane. So instead of going into the central area, which he knows is actually currently being invaded, he went straight to the bottom lane and just putting pressure over there because they know that it's actually being cleared out. Meanwhile, here at the top lane, we're seeing on the Team True Gravity side is going to be the Squirtle together with this Blissey, having a duo up against Lapras and the Hoopa.
This is a really tough lane matchup, actually, for True Gravity in that top lane. Lapras by itself, very great at poke. Unfortunately for the
But doesn't
Squirtle,
have good secure, unfortunately.
it's. I mean, if it's
Oh,
level,
wow,
if it's a
no,
level
there's
ahead
Robo
of the
and
War Turtle,
BC
Lapras, like there's no way
taking care
Lapras
of
gets KO'd,
Jellicoe.
but it can poke back the War
Hoopa is
Turtle.
coming.
War
Hoopa is
Turtle's
coming
gonna
for
be the one
top.
to sort of sit back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave those guys to solo in that
Yep.
top lane
No,
because
that's
everyone
kinda
else is
ran back and
busy
as
in
well.
that central area and scoring points actually. So far, MYS
Alright,
just
meanwhile,
grouping
the
them
top
together,
is
trying to get all
Lapras
of that
and War
experience
Turtle.
in the middle lane though. So who
One
is going to
on
get
one.
all of the Swablu
Gonna
and
take forever,
Altaria?
guys.
We've got Nightmute Foxy here as well, just saving his Electro Ball. Will end up getting it here though. We do have the Dragonair sticking around and we do have the Slowbro. It's going to be
Both
Surf
sides
for
still
Slowbro this
playing
game,
quite
not the Skull. So coming in with the CC control.
Oh, they have to get the surf because
Hoopa?
you can also shove away the opponents away from a hyperspace pull for that Hoopa as well. So it could be something that can
Alright,
actually
Hoopa is
utilize
the
a
bottom.
very crucial time. Meanwhile, here comes entry from the Snorlax as well. Goes for a little bit micro point scoring on the side, but it's going to be returning back to the Pokemon Unite
Oh, that's
Pokemon
smart.
Center and be meeting Miss Joy
Using
in
the
future
sleep
moments,
energy at the
returning
same
back
time.
into the fray. Meanwhile, here bottom lane looks a little bit interesting. We do see 3, or should I say 4 Pokemons here from the time of Team MYS.
Meanwhile,
Lapras
Lapras is super
having
good
the
at
lane all
defending.
to himself, defending against the
Top
Blissey
lane
as well as the
of his.
Blastoise.
Yeah, I do like what Vulcan is doing. So he's just annoying Yamu, threatening the score, just so that he's able to give that freedom of farm in the top lane for that Blastoise. So level 7 for that Blastoise is good to go. He doesn't have the Hydro Typhoon yet, but as long as he's hit his
Alright,
peak in terms of
MK
stats,
is
that's
going
really
to the
what you want
top.
here for Team True Gravity.
Um,
Both top and bottom
so far, looking
Regis
at the
have
level
come into this
wise,
game,
Team
and it
True
looks like
Gravity
the top
seems to be
objective
winning.
is going to be what everyone is looking at for that moment. Who's going to get the Regieleki, and who's going to start things? Who's going to be reacting? Dragonite going to be starting things off, trying to go on top of the Mew, and beautiful three-man surf by Duck. Oh, what a Blastoise!
Oh man, look at that.
Nice.
Rido coming in, and of course, pair that up together with the Snipes coming up from behind. But meanwhile, here comes Snorlax from behind, managed to actually body slam and hitting off the Blissey together with the Internal Skin outside of
Unfortunately,
the
there's
frame.
no
Meanwhile,
follow-up
they
damage
escape,
for
but
the
Surf
Snorlax
is
over
going
there.
to be on
Even
the
though he
Blastoise.
did pretty
Attention's
well
going
over
to be
there
on
using
objective,
Ion
which is
and
going
body
to be the
slam.
Regieleki here at the top lane, leaving the Reggie at the bottom lane all alone to itself with nobody committing to it. Meanwhile, screening off the team members from Team MYS going to be the Blastoise appear together with Hydro Pump.
Oh,
What's
the
going to
Snorlax
be?
seems to be
Mew's
really
going to be getting
interfering
those
with
hits on Reggie. And here comes a pursuit, pushing the
Ion.
Snorlax away.
Oh.
Ice gets cleared out.
Alright,
against
Blissey
Dragonite.
got one-on-one.
Yet another serving utilized
Hoopa,
here.
Hoopa.
managed to
Okay,
make
Hoopa
his escape
survived.
with very low HP at the same time as well. This is going to be enough to actually clear it. Yet the Mimikyu together with the Lapras away from the lanes.
And I think at this point, MYS, they were thinking of trying to push this Regieleki,
Right,
but it's
Mew.
let's better be safe than sorry.
Each Pokemon
Back
kind
on
of stopped
out.
there too,
Duck
but
has been a menace on that Blastoise. The number of times he's able to connect on multiple Pokemon with those surfs and be able to lock them down and set them up for his
Surf is
teammate.
really annoying.
Absolutely beautiful play coming out from this man. But at the same time, though, Ice quietly playing
Oh.
an important role for his team as well. He's done such a great job at
Guys,
serving
pay
this
attention to
early.
how
He's
Slowbro stopped
utilizing these
them
bushes
from
and
scoring.
these heavy slams to actually gap close onto Inteleon to prevent him from taking these objectives with those snipe shots. And he's going to do it again, utilizing these bushes. Who is he going to jump on? Who does he want to yawn?
Oh yeah, and of course I also want to highlight this idea that for Team
Alright,
True Gravity,
Lapras.
both the Blastoise as well as the
Turn
as
of
well
free
as the
scoring
Slowbros
to
actually
get it
by
same
doing
as
stuff.
the
So basically
Inteleon.
they kind of have an idea on how to actually counter the hyperspace hole coming out from the Hoopa as well. Oh, look at Ice sniping
No,
out
let's
the last
got
second
it.
from the Altaria, and of course coming on sent in here at the bottom lane. Of course, a little bit screening here. Body slam once again. He knows it doesn't have the damage output to clear out on anyone at the moment, but
Yeah,
it's,
his position
it's
kind of
just Ice doing Ice
kind of
things at the
found
moment.
out.
But of course, this next
Yeah,
objective is
so
going to be
he's
huge,
fine.
Danny. It's a Reg Steal.
It's a
Alright,
Reggie
he's
steal,
gonna
and we
get a
only have
Reg
3
steal.
Pokemon here for both teams. Inteleon sitting
Ooh.
on the side. Bliss Assist connecting.
Both of them
and
just
Hoopa
straight
is
went
the
for
last
Mew,
hit on the
and
Reggie
but Hoopa
steal.
got
We
it.
have the slow beam though
Not
connected
bad.
onto HT. That Mimikyu just about to go down. Shedinja Doll keeping him alive, but no, he does go
Nice,
down. Just
Shedinja
not
Doll.
enough time for the Mimikyu to get out. But look at this though, Nightmute Foxy coming in to clean up for the team. There's no Blissey. We've got Ice nearby. Zeshol popping the Unite, but they
It's
caught
not
out the
actually
Dragonite
stopping
here.
the
Apple's not going to
Inteleon
be able
from
to
shooting,
move.
eh?
Ice says, come here. I
Oh.
want you.
That last
solar
hit
beam
was just
hit
a
first.
basic attack coming up from the Hoopa and makes it secure in
Compared to
between
Hyper
the
Beam.
hyper beams, in between the stirs, in between all that being offered by Team True Gravity. Team MYS is doing the plays right now. Of course, here comes a
It's quite
reset coming up from both
True Gravity
ends.
kinda
Getting
out their
Altaria,
gear right now.
Another Altaria here at the bottom lane. Both sides have its own fair share of range
But
attacks.
Team MYS
You
still
have the
out-leveling
solar
them.
beam, You also have the electric
Will
basically, you have the electric
Team
ball just
MYS
in case
be
of
able
secure.
to
You
hold
also
their
have all
position
the
all
snipes
the way?
action happening off of Team True Gravity side from the
That's the
Inteleon.
main question. Let's
So much
watch.
things happening on the front lines as well as the back lines here, Danny. Of course, top lane is definitely where our next extension should be. Hydro Pump being committed, but of course gets cleared down here and being sandwiched between three. And I don't think you're able to actually
Yeah,
stop
Blasters is
the
being sandwiched
destruction of this
between
goalpost
the
at the
three
top
of them,
side
so
from
it's
Team
hard
True Gravity side.
Very big overdunk as
other than
well. So the
using the
point
Ignite
lead
skill.
is going to be in favor of MYS, 160 points to 49. And we do have another minute to go before Rayquaza hits the field. Reggie and Lecky being taken by MYS. True Gravity going to have to spend some time to deal with that, send someone back, get rid of the Reggie and Lecky. Don't let it score, because we do know that someone can always score in those sneaky points. But what is the play here left for both of these teams? Just secure your levels. Ice being a nuisance, just actually assisting Foxy
What was
and
Ice
HT.
thinking?
But I think Ice might have stuck around a little bit too long. Doesn't want to pop the Unite to keep himself. He's like, it's okay, guys, let me go. As long as you get out, it's okay. We wait for the Rayquaza fight. That's the most important thing here for both of these teams. Do not force any premature Unites.
Oh yes, because we're really 20 seconds away. Basically ample amount of time for them to actually
Reggie
secure this
bumper.
final Reggie before the appearance of Rayquaza here at the map itself. Riding up the serve, it's going to be the slow burn hitting up on tree. It's a damage shot we're going to be on. Dragon Knight's going to be the one sniping right around. That's going to be defense, special defense.
Look at how
See
there's
that
no
was
like
for a small
defending,
period
and then four of
of
them just
time
behind.
right now. Of
Still
course,
kind of
this
waiting
engagement
for
coming
A.
up from both ends. They have to be ready.
And the Mew
Now,
helped
right
with the
now,
shield.
burden, the responsibility
Ah,
of
no, I
actually
think I
carrying out
finally
this
got it.
Rayquaza is going to be in the hands
Mew
of
has
True
the
Gravity
shield
as they're
to help
lacking
to
a
protect
dose of point.
even the defender.
111 to be exact. The difference between
Yes,
both
that
teams
shield.
when it comes
What
to
is it
points,
called? Light
leaning
screen?
more towards Team MYS at this current moment. So what is going to be the most
Other than
optimal
amplifying
approach to this, Danny?
For
his
True
image.
Gravity, firstly, they're the ones that's going to have to try and find an opening to either
Yeah,
go for that
kinda
back
start
jab
everybody
or
to
to
fall
take the
into it, but
Rayquaza
it's
for
just like the
themselves. It's
Mr.
not
Mime
going to be
skill.
easy. They do have the crowd control,
Wow.
but one of the big things would be to catch out HT.
Mimikyu
And
wanted to
this
bait, but he got
one,
caught.
HT
Oh my
taking
god.
as well. 18 seconds off the map. I
Oh
think
boy,
this is
you
when you
thought
start to panic
there was
as
only
well.
one
MYS,
person, but
buy
it was
some
like,
time, do what you can.
alright,
Get some
Rayquaza
Ice
fight,
right now,
Rayquaza fight.
committing his Unite as well, causing
We
stuns,
pay attention to
being
Team
stunned,
Gravity, guys.
slowing them down. Don't give them that opening. Bliss Assist being used on the Inteleon, but
Look at that,
Inteleon
look at that.
gets picked
Okay,
off, so that's
once
gonna be
Team
wasted.
MYS,
But
once
it's not
opponent
over
team
as of yet.
kinda
We still have the two
scattered.
defenders and the supports left on the side of MYS. Maybe they can
Team
try and
True
go for a steal.
Gravity
Solo
always
as
stay
well.
together, and Dragonite got it.
Beam.
That was quite tight
True
because
Gravity
everybody was
on the
aiming for
field.
Rayquaza, you could see it.
MYS,
The
this
Blastoise,
is
the
gonna
Slow
be a
Bro,
difficult
and even
defense,
Team
but
MYS as
True
well. But
Gravity,
unfortunately,
they have
Dragonite
broken
got it.
through
I think
and
probably,
will be
I
getting
didn't
their
really see it, but I think he was
first
using a
win
Hyper
of this
Beam.
best-of-3 series.
Oh man.
Alright,
we're
I
gonna be
think
seeing a number of
Team
hundreds
Gravity
here
get
being
this
scored in the
game.
faces of Team MYS here,
Because
but they
Team
still
2 Gravity is really
38
strong.
seconds here on the
Every
clock.
time after the
What
team
is
got
one
a
of the options that
Rayquaza,
Team MYS has? As at the moment, they don't have any form
they
of shield, actually do any
always
form of scoring. They don't even have
seem to
much
be able to
points.
score
They turn over around
without
whatever that
fail.
is being offered here by Team
So
True
I'm gonna
Gravity
say
at this
Team
current moment.
Team True
The
Gravity's
difference is
game over here.
100.
Well done,
This
guys.
is currently 200.
I think at this point I'm kind of
65
also
points
optimistic
between
against
them, leaning more towards the side of Team
I'm
True
pretty
Gravity. The Indonesian
optimistic
League champions over here,
bleh.
and down goes
For
once
Team
again.
True Gravity.
Another member, two members in
Somehow I
back.
have this
That's
feeling
gonna
like
be a
they
trade-off
might
here.
be
They
able
managed
to
to
become
clear
like
out
top
on
3
the
at the very
Blissey from the
least.
side of Team True Gravity. Team MYS
Maybe
still holding
even go
on as
to
much
grand
as
final.
possible, but I
But
believe
who
the game
win?
is over, Danny.
I think it's very hard because I saw that Krabby Chance was like the top 2 right now. They're kind of waiting at the throne up there, you know, looking down who's going to be their challenger.
Over Team MYS.
Alright, well done guys, well done. Team TG.
And securing top 3 at the
Their draft
tournament
pick is
at the
actually
2029
pretty
Asia
consistent, I have to
Champions
say.
League
Like,
2024.
it's always those few
all smiles,
Pokemon,
the
but
team
it
is feeling
always
so happy,
works.
but
That's the
MYS,
thing.
they
And
played
for
some of
Pokemon Unite, the
best
banning
matchups.
is only one
Some of
Pokemon,
the
so it's pretty easy
signature
for them.
Signature.
Unlike
in
Mobile
this
Legends,
first
whereby I've
matchup,
heard that
and
they
they
have
have
improved.
dropped
Like, I don't know, like from banning
versus True
3
Gravity.
heroes
Wow.
to like 5, I guess.
I don't know what to say.
Like, so that means there's like
couldn't
total
believe
of
that
10 bannings,
during
but over
that
here there's
whole
only like 2
scenario during the
bannings, so I think
Rayquaza
it's pretty
attempt,
fine.
during that 2-minute mark, when they caught
Yeah.
Mimikyu all
Dragonite's
alone at
pretty
bottom
good
lane,
game.
Slowbro
was-
committing, that was
it.
that was big.
Dragonite was pretty good. The Blastoise to BC as well.
That was
And the
arguably
Slowbro,
the
this
game-winning
one
play for True
actually
Gravity.
kinda
Because
stood
if
out
it's
to
not
me.
for HT, MYS
For
are
Team
actually
MYS, they
not
actually
that
did a good
scary
job as
of
well.
a team, right?
Unfortunately, they
The
kind of
majority
lose
of
out on the
their
Rayquaza
damage
fight.
It's coming from Foxy, there's
that's
some
quite
coming from
unfortunate for
Yamu.
them.
HT is there to threaten
But we could
Sephiroth.
see that,
His job
like I said
is
earlier,
to
Team
jump on
MYS actually
Sephiroth
very
and
strong
even
in the
some
early
cases even
game,
jump
but
onto
Team 2 Gravity
Morgan
actually
and just
slowly
quickly
catching up
pop them before they're
every
able
single
to
time
do
during the
anything.
game.
So to remove the
So
threat
yeah,
of HT,
thank you so much for watching
they
guys.
Wow,
Please leave a
Dirk
if you like this video, and do consider subscribing to this channel, as it can help me a lot to grow this channel. And thank you guys again for watching, and see you on the next game
an uphill battle. If
between
Jeremy
Team
was playing
MYS
something else,
versus Team True Gravity.
if he was playing the Blasters,
Take
for
care.
example, I think this
Peace.
game would have looked a lot more different. But because you're on the Lapras, you're more of that utility style top laner, creating openings with the water pulses and the ice beam. Not so much there to be a heavy hitter.
Exactly. It's a different way of how to play, and I don't think it's the one that actually works out well for this game, number one. I want to highlight, I do wonder how the comms was, because for the side of Team Chupacabra, I think when Melon catch Mimikyu, and so they were like, guys, I caught it. Like, who did you caught? I mean, like, it's Mimic. Legit, come on. Out of anyone you've ever caught here on the front lines, it had to be HT, and man, that must have hurt. And creating a 5v4 situation and Rayquaza pit is not something